Hi, my name is Ryan Sensil. I'm a business management major, and this is my fourth year in college. Um, and what I think differentiates good negotiators from poor negotiators is ethics of deciding to keep things professional and not to take advantage of people. Like for instance, if somebody is in a distraught state, depressed, taking advantage of that depression in order to get a better deal. Um, do I enjoy bargaining? I do enjoy bargaining a lot, actually. Being in situations of conflict and attempting to persuade others is a lot of fun. I was in the debate team in middle school, so that'll tell you a little bit. But I really enjoy having dialogue with people like that, especially when there's a set goal in mind. That's what I love about negotiating, and also you get something out of it. Usually, you can get a lower price on what you're trying to do, or a better situation out of whatever you're negotiating for. Um, I think that I am somewhat effective at persuading others. I've been told by several people that I have a certain air of charisma to me, and that I'm good with humor. I think my verbal skills are somewhat adequate. I wouldn't say a great, but I'd say they're pretty good in arguing my point. Um, um, I'm not sure how my peers see me as a good bargainer or negotiator. I've never really done it too much, but usually within friend groups, I am seen as the mediator. Um, and I'm not necessarily seen as one who gives in easily. I'm quite stubborn, and I'm seen as somewhat strong. Um, how do I see myself in relation to number four? Um, I see myself as pretty fair of the opinions that my peers have of me. I think I'm pretty good at negotiating between two parties. Specifically only with like interpersonal friend issues. I'm usually really good at conflict resolution. So I think those opinions of me are they're pretty accurate. I think I am pretty good at that. Um, at what point do I feel most competent in bargaining? I feel most competent in bargaining when it's related to money. Um, when it's trying to bargain for a price somewhere, I feel like I'm a lot better at that than if it's um, a personal issue. Uh, I know I said previously that's what my friends think of me, and I do it, but I don't think I'm very. I don't think I'm as good at it as I am in a financial perspective, in my opinion, through my experiences. What do you do to prepare for negotiations slash conflict resolutions? All I really do is I do minimal research beforehand on whatever I'm going to be talking about, and that can be from if it's bargaining for a price of like looking at how much something is somewhere else, or if it's within a group of people, learning as much as I can about those people and from them at the time. Um, and I found it to be fairly effective. I find that number one thing to prepare for negotiations or for a conflict resolution is to do as much research as possible and to get as many opinions as possible. And I think that it is quite effective. How do you respond when you hold the power in a situation? When I hold the power in a situation, I find myself effective, but very much feeling like if I don't already feel overwhelmed, I feel like I'm immediately going to be overwhelmed sometime in the future. But when I have no little or no power in a situation, I tend to sometimes simply accept. I will panic for about 5 minutes, and then I will accept what has happened, and tend to move on from it. Um, how do you respond? Overall, what are your major strengths and weaknesses as a negotiator? I think one of my biggest strengths is my empathy. I'm usually really good at listening to people and hearing about what's going on in their lives, and I'm really usually able to interact with that and to bond with them through that. I think one of my weaknesses is that sometimes I tend to be too emotional, um, and that I will get very, very, very invested in the negotiations or conflict resolution to a point where it's hindering my judgment. And I think that's one of the biggest learning goals I need to set out for myself, which is how to find a balance in negotiating. And what aspects of your approach are you hoping to improve through this course? Once again, I'm the aspect that I'm looking to improve is how to uh, how to balance facts with emotions, and how to do that efficiently. I really think would be the number one thing I'm trying to do. But thank you very much. That's my video.